Hi friends, good morning. So today our topic ratio and proportion. Our topic ratio and proportion. So what is the meaning of ratio? What is the meaning of ratio? So ratio is a comparison between the two quantities. The quantities are in the same units. Maybe our quantities A and B. Then we define the ratio between AB as A is to B or A by B. So after that we write A is to B. A is to B. So A is called the first term A is called antecedent and B is called consequent. The ratio A is to B, the first term A is called consequent and B is called antecedent. Right. So suppose 2 is to 3, 2 is to 3 is a ratio. 2 is to 3 is a ratio. We can write infinite number of equal ratios to 2 is to 3. Suppose 2 is to 3 is one ratio. We multiply on both sides or multiply the same number to the two numbers 2 into 2 and 3 into 2. We get 4 is to 6. So the ratio 4 is to 6 is equivalent to the 2 is to 3. And in the same way, we can multiply the ratio, our ratio 2 is to 3, another fixed constant 3 to the both numbers. So then 2 into 3, 6, 3 into 3, 9. So 6 is to 9 is also equivalent to our ratio 2 is to 3. So in these conditions, we define one principle. So we write a ratio 2 is to 3. Then we can define infinite number of equivalent ratios to the given ratio. So types of ratios. Now you define types of ratios. Types of ratios. So suppose A is to B is a one ratio. We define 5 different types of ratios to the given ratio A is to B. The first one, inverse ratio. Inverse ratio, that is defined as 1 by A and 1 by B, or B is to A. Simply B is to A. This is one type of ratio to the A is to B. And second one, duplicate ratio. Duplicate ratio, that is defined as A square is to B square. And next type, subduplicate ratio. Subduplicate ratio, that is defined as root A is to root B. And next one, triplicate ratio. Triplicate ratio is defined as A cube is to B cube. And next type of ratio, subtriplicate ratio. Subtriplicate ratio. So that is defined as A power 1 by 3. A power 1 by 3 is to B power 1 by 3. So we are defining totally 5 different ratios to the given ratio A is to B. That is, first one is inverse ratio. Simply we defined as B is to A. And next one, second one, duplicate ratio is defined as A square is to B square. And third one is defined as subduplicate ratio, root A is to root B. And next fourth one, triplicate ratio, A cube is to B cube. And next one, subtriplicate ratio, A power 1 by 3 is to B power 1 by 3. So these are the types of ratios. So we will discuss about examples with each one. We will discuss one example to everyone. So first example, find the inverse ratio inverse ratio of 2 is to 3. 2 is to 3. So the solution is simply inverse ratio. We are finding the inverse ratio of 2 is to 3. Simply we write the inverse form 1 by 2 is to 1 by 3, and simply we write the LCM. After that simplifications we write as 3 is to 2. So right, so inverse ratio of 2 is to 3, simply we write the reverse order of the terms 3 is to 2. This is the answer. So in the same way, next example 2, we write the find the inverse ratio of inverse ratio of 2 is to 3 is to 4. 2 is to 3 is to 4. So in this case we write the solution as first we write the inverse of each one. 1 by 2 is to 1 by 3 is to and 1 by 4. So write the LCM. So first we count the LCM of 2, 3, 4. What is the LCM for 2, 3, 4? 12 is the LCM. So we write the LCM in each term as numerator. So that time we are writing, so LCM 12 by 2 is to 12 by 3 is to and 12 by 4. So that time we write the direct cancellation 6 is to 4 is to 3. So the ratio 6 is to 4 is to 3 is called the inverse ratio of 2 is to 3 is to 4. So this is the example, right? Next one more example on duplicate ratio. First we write one example on duplicate ratio. So example, so duplicate ratio, find the duplicate ratio of duplicate ratio of 5 is to 6. Find the duplicate ratio of 5 is to 6. So we write the condition. Our condition is for A is to B, the duplicate ratio is simply we are defining as A square is to B square. So in the same way, so our ratio 5 is to 6, we are defining the duplicate ratio of 5 is to 6 as 5 square is to 6 square. That is equal to 25 is to 36. So easy one. So we are writing the squares of the given numbers. That is the duplicate ratio of the given ratio. Right. Next example, one more example for subduplicate ratio. Right. We check the one example of subduplicate ratio. Right. So find the subduplicate ratio. Find the subduplicate ratio of the ratio 20, 25 is to 16, 64 example. Find the subduplicate ratio of 25 is to 64. So we are writing one condition for the ratio, given ratio maybe A is to B. We are following the subduplicate ratio as root A is to root B. So just we write the ratio 25 is to 64. Just we are applying only square root of each one. We are applying square roots of each term. So then 25, square root 25, write 5, and square root of 64, write 8. So the subduplicate ratio of 25 is to 64 is we are finding as 5 is to 8. And next one, triplicate ratio. Next we are defining one example with the example triplicate ratio. So write find the triplicate ratio. Find the triplicate ratio of 5 is to 6. Find the triplicate ratio of 5 is to 6. So just we follow cubes. Each one we are writing cubes. A cube is to B cube. That is our triplicate ratio of the ratio A is to B. So just we are following the same condition for 5 is to 6. Then we write 5 cube is to 6 cube. 5 cube is to 6 cubes. So 5 cube, just we write 5 cube as 125, 6 cube 216. right? And last types of ratios, last one, subtriplicate ratio. So write one example. We are following one example. Find the subtriplicate ratio of 64 is to 125. Find the subtriplicate ratio of 64 is to 125. So in this one, we are following the condition. Maybe A is to B our ratio. We write just a form A power 1 by 3 is to B power 1 by 3. So here we write the given ratios 64, 125. So just we write 4 power 3 is to 5 power 3. So now you applying the condition A power 1 by 3 and B power 1 by 3. So that is 4 cube whole power 1 by 3 is to 5 cube whole power 1 by 3. So 3 and 3 we will cancel, just we write 4 is to 5 is the subduplicate ratio of our given ratio A is to B. So these are the different forms of the ratio. Maybe one ratio is A is to B. We are defining 5 types of ratios, right? Next we are following the simple conditions and the simple shortcuts for ratio proportion. Maybe next our shortcut is, maybe the ratios, two ratios, A is to B, small a is to B, and B is to C is equal to C is to D. So these are the two ratios. Just we write the continuous form A is to B is to C, that equal to, we are following one simple shortcut for these calculations. Just we write A into C. The first part of the A is to B is to C is defined as, we are following one simple shortcut, AC is to, next the second term BC, and the last one BD. So this is a simple shortcut. This one is a simple shortcut. For two different ratios, we write as a single ratio in three parts, A is to B is to C. That is defined as AC is to BC is to BD. So check with one example. We are checking with one example of this shortcut. Example, A is to B equal to 2 is to 3. And B is to C is equal to 4 is to 5. So write the ratio of A is to B is to C, that equal to, so we are following a simple shortcut here. So 2 into 4, 2 4s are 8 is to 3 4s 12 is to 3 4s 12 is to, and 5 3s 15. So this is our required ratio A is to B is to C, right? Next one more shortcut we are following. So very important shortcut. Three ratios, in case of three ratios, A is to B is equal to simply A is to B, and B is to C is equal to C is to D, and C is to D, third ratio may be E is to F. So three ratios, we are following three ratios, right, as a single ratio, as a continuous ratio of four terms A, B, C, D, right? A is to B is to C is to D is equal to, here we are following a one simple shortcut. That one is, right, first part of the ratio A, as we are writing the multiplication of A, C, E as a part of A, right? A, C, E is to, next we are following in this direction we are following BCE, that is BCE is to, next we are following the direction BDE. So next part, third part of the ratio, we are following the direction BDE D, E. And last one, we are following the direct condition, B, D, F. So B, D, F. So this is a simple shortcut and very important one. In case of three ratios are given, we write the four parts. So we are following a simple shortcut. So that one, A is to B is to C is to D is equal to ACE is to BCE is to BDE is to BDF. So we write the one example for this shortcut. We are following one example with this shortcut. So suppose the three ratios or example, three ratios, first one A is to B is equal to 1 is to 2, and second ratio B is to C equal to 3 is to 4, and third ratio C is to D is equal to 5 is to 6. So write the ratio of A is to B is to C is to D equal to. So simply here we follow the shortcut, our shortcut method. That is, we write the multiplication of direct multiplication of A 1 3 5. So 3 ones 3, 3 5s 15. So 15, first part in this ratio, the part of A 15. Next we are following the directions. 2 into 3 6, 6 5s 30. Next we are following the direction 8 5s 40. Next we are following the shortcut 2 into 4 into 6, 8 into 6, so 48. So right, is there any more cancellations here? So write the simplest form. Is any more cancellations? So right, we are following the simple terms. So 15 is to 30 is to 40 is to 48. Okay. Oh. So one more shortcut, we are following one more shortcut. So that is some amount X rupees is divided between the two persons A is to B in the ratio A is to B. Some amount X rupees we divide in between two persons AB as A is to B. So this type of problems we are following a simple shortcut. We are following one shortcut. So that is the part of A, the share of A is equal to A by A plus B into total amount X. And in the same way, the part, the share of B, we are following as B by A plus B into X. Just we write one example for the shortcut. We are following one example for this shortcut. Some amount 2500, the amount 2500 rupees can be divided between the two persons A and B in the ratio 2 is to 3. 2 is to 3. So what is the share of A and what is the share of B? So we write the shortcut as A equal to the part of A, the amount received by A is 2 by 2 plus 3, 5 into the total money 2500, right? 5 divides 5 ones, 5 fives. So 2 into 5, that is 1000 rupees. The share of A in this amount 2500, only 1000. The remaining amount, the difference amount 2500 and 1000, the difference amount getting B, that is 3 by 5 into 2500, that equal to, so 500 equal to 3 5 15, 1500, the total 2500. So this is one type of solution. This is one type of solution. Or directly we can write a simple another shortcut that is very easy compared to this one. So our alternate method we are following for this one. So how many parts are there in the ratio 2 is to 3? The total parts of the ratio 2 is to 3, totally 5 parts, the 5 parts. So 5 parts of ratio total is a total amount 2500. So 5 parts is equal to 2500. Right. We are finding the part amount of A, that is 2 parts. So A amount is 2 parts. Right. So we write the direct cancellation. 5 ones, 5 fives, 500. 500 into 2, this is the multiplication. So 2 into 500, that equal to 1000 rupees. So in the same way, we are following the share of B. That one is 3 parts. 3 into 500, right, 1500. So this is one type of shortcut. So right, next concept. Next our concept is proportion. So just we complete a ratio, and now we start the proportion. So write the, what is the meaning of proportion? What is the meaning of the proportion? So proportion, we are defining a proportion, proportionality condition, right? One example, maybe the 4 numbers A, B, C, D, these are the 4 numbers. These 4 numbers are in the proportionality condition, are in the proportion. Just we form a relation, we form a condition, that is product of extremes equal to product of means. That means A is to B is equal to C is to D. So simply we define two ratios are equal. Definitely the two ratios are in proportion. The meaning of proportion is defined as the proportion means two ratios are equal, then the 4 numbers A, B, C, D are in the proportion. Right. So that one we write the condition A is to B equal to C is to D. So simply product of extremes AD is equal to BC. Okay. So write one example. We are following one example in the condition of proportion. So maybe 2, 3, 4 and X. So these numbers 2, 3, 4, X are in proportion. Find the value of X. So clearly these 4 numbers are in proportion. Just we write the product of extremes equal to product of means. So we write 2 into X. 2X is equal to 3 fours 12. So cancellations 2 ones to 2 6. 6 times X equal to 6. The variable or constant value of X is 6. Right. So this is the concept of proportion. Proportion means the 4 numbers are in the proportion. Definitely a product of extremes equal to product of means. Right. So types of proportions. Now we will discuss about the types of proportions. So generally 3 types in the proportion mainly 3 types of proportions are there. The first one is mean proportion. Mean proportion, and second one third proportion, and fourth one is called fourth proportional. So first we will discuss about mean proportion. First our condition, mean proportion. Suppose A and B mean proportion. So now our discussion about mean proportion. So example, we write AB. Suppose A comma B are 2 numbers. So what is the mean proportion of AB? So that is our question. What is the mean proportion of AB? So in this case we are following a simple condition, A comma X comma B, where X is our mean proportion. Suppose that X is our mean proportion of AB. So just we write the condition for proportionality for these 3 numbers. That is A is to X is equal to X is to B. So we write the 3 numbers. in the proportionality condition, right? Product of extremes equal to product of means. So x square equal to ab, x equal to root ab. So we remember that one formula for mean proportion. In case of our numbers may be a comma b, so that time just this is the procedure. This one is the complete explanation of finding mean proportional. So just we write a simple shortcut for mean proportion. That is a simple shortcut for mean proportion is root ab. Root AB is the mean proportion of AB. Just we check with one example for the mean proportion. Write the example, one example. So find the mean proportion of 4 is to 4 comma 25. What is the mean proportion of 4 and 25? This is our question. What is the mean proportion of 4 and 25? Just we write our numbers as AB. So maybe 4 is the our first number and 25 is second number B. Like AB, just we write one simple condition for mean proportion. What is the mean proportion of 4 and 25? That is our mean proportion may be X. We write X equal to 4 into 25. That equal to square root of 4 into 25, 100. Square root 100 is equal to 10. So 10 is our answer. 10 is our answer. Next, so this is the first one. Types of proportions we discuss about only one. First one, mean proportion. And next one, third proportional types. Next one, third proportional. So third proportional, second one, third proportional. So just we are defining third proportional. Just we write two numbers a comma b. So find so what is the third proportional of a comma b? Just we write it as x is our third proportional. Just we write it as x is our third proportional, right? So in this case we write the proportionality condition for our three numbers. So what is it? A is to b is equal to b is to x. This is our proportionality condition for our three numbers a, b and x, right? So next we write the condition product of extremes equal to product of means. That is a into x. Ax is equal to b into b, b square. X is equal to b square by a. So this is one shortcut form. So directly we can apply the shortcut for the given numbers AB. In case of our number AB, we are finding the third proportional of AB. Simply we write the simple shortcut b square by a. That's all. So write one example. So we are following the example here. Find the third proportional of our numbers 2 and 6. Find the third proportional of 2 and 6. So just we write our numbers a and b. So our shortcut form, a third proportional x is equal to b square by a. That is 6 square by 2. That equal to 36 by 2. 36 by 2. So cancellation 18. So answer 18. Our third proportional is 18. So in the same way, the last type. So proportion, first we define mean proportion, third proportion and fourth proportion. Next type, third one, fourth proportion. So maybe just we write it as A, B, C. These are our numbers. These are our given numbers. Maybe A, B, C. So we find the fourth proportion of these three. That is, let it be x. So x is our fourth proportional of given numbers A, B, C. So just we write the condition for these four numbers, proportionality condition, that is A is to B is equal to C is to X. Product of extremes equal to product of means, that is AX is equal to BC, X is equal to BC by A, X equal to BC by A. So simply, in case of finding fourth proportional, so easy shortcut, you remember that is BC by A, product of the last two numbers by first number. So this is our shortcut. Easily we are finding the fourth proportional in case of remembering BC by A. Right. Write one example for this fourth proportional. So find the fourth proportional of 4, 5 and 6. Example, we write one example. Find the fourth proportion of 4, 5, 6. Right. So where here A, B, C, these are our numbers, given numbers. So we are finding the fourth proportion X, that equal to, we are following one shortcut, that is BC by A, that equal to 5 into 6 by 4. So write the cancellations, 3 2's, 2 2's, that equal to 5 into 3, 15, 15 by 2 equal to 7.5. So 7.5 is our fourth proportional. Right. So these are the types of proportions. Right. So we are following some more examples on the ratio and proportion. Just write next models. So maybe our ratio, given ratios, 2a is equal to 3b is equal to 4c. So if the given condition, if 2a equal to 3b equal to 4c, so is the given condition, we are finding, then find the ratio between a is to b is to c, a is to b is to c. So right. So here we are following clearly the given condition, 2a is equal to 3b is equal to 4c. Just we find the ratio between a, b, c. This is our problem. So solution, first we write the condition, 2a is equal to 3b is equal to 4c. So we are finding a, b, c. Just we write the LCM of 2, 3, 4. What is the LCM of 2, 3, 4? What is the LCM of 2, 3, 4? So is equal to clearly, so 12 is the LCM. LCM of 2, 3, 4. Clearly we write that 12 is the LCM. So that we write the 12 as denominators of each term. 2a by 12 equal to 3b by 12 equal to 4c by 12. After that we write the cancellations. A, so 2 times 6 times 2 divides 12 6 times, and B, 3 divides 4 times, and 4 divides 3 times 3 times. So finally we conclude that A is to B is to C, A is the part of 6 is to 4 is to 3. So our answer is 6 is to 4 is to 3. Or so this is one method of one type of solution. Or we can follow the another method for finding the ratio A is to B in case of 2A equal to 3B equal to 4C. So another method is maybe the condition 2A equal to 3B equal to 4C. So this is the one type of solution only. Just we follow the another solution for this explanation without write the LCM and writing the A by 6 B by 4. Without these steps, directly write the answer. That is, so alternate method. So maybe we are finding the part of A, B, C, So here we are finding the part of A, write the multiplication of other parts, other coefficients, 3 into 4, 3 4s are 12. So A 12 parts. Next we are finding the part of B. We are following the coefficient of AC. 2 fours are 8. Next we are following the part of C. Just we multiply the 2 threes 6. 6. Write the cancellation. One more cancellation is there. 2 table 6 times, 4 times and 3 times. This is the easiest way compared to this procedure. Right? Okay. So write ratio proportion. Just we start at ratio and we discuss about types of ratios. After that we are checking with some examples. After that we are following the next concept proportion, and we are following the types of proportions. Some with a few examples we are explaining the proportion and ratio and proportion. Next some more important example problems are there. So we will discuss the problems as a models, model 1, 2, 3. So 10 models, maybe 10 or 12 models are important models are there. So with we are explaining with examples one by one. First we start model 1. Example model 1. Example and model 1. So given that the ratio, if x is to y is equal to 8:9, and then find the value of 5x minus 4y is to 3x plus 2y. So in case of x is to y equal to 8:9, x is to y is equal to 8:9, then what is the ratio of 5x minus 4y is to 3x plus 2y? What is the value of this ratio? So just we write the substitution of x is 8 parts, y is 9 parts. Just we write the substitution of x is 8 parts and y is 9 parts. That equal to 5 into 8 minus 4 into the part of y 9 parts by is 2 means by 3 into 8 plus 2 into 9. So equal to 8 5s are 40, 4 9s are 36 by 3 8s 24 plus 18 equal to the total difference 40 minus 36 4 by 42, that equal to 2 by 21. The ratio, final ratio is 2:21. Right? And one more example in the same way we write so that is if m is to n is equal to 3:2. If m is to n equal to 3:2, then find the value of 4m plus 5n is to 4m minus 5n is equal to. So this is our similar problem. Here we are following xy, here we are following m is to n, that's all, m is to n. So given that clearly m is to n is equal to 3:2, then what is the ratio of 4m plus 5n is to 4m minus 5n. So in this case also we write same, part of m is 3 and part of n is 2. That equal to 4 into 3 plus 5 into 2 by 4 into 3 minus 5 into 2. So write the simplifications. 4 3s 12 plus 5 2s 10 by 12 minus 10, that equal to 22 by 2, that equal to 11 by 1. The ratio is 11:1 is the answer. 11:1 is our answer. So this is the model 1. Next we are following the model, another model, model 2. one example. Next, model 2. Example 1. A is to B is equal to 7:9. B is to C is equal to 15:7. Then find A is to C is. So clearly two ratios, A is to B equal to 7:9 and B is to C is equal to 15:7. Then find the ratio of the first term and last term, A is to C. So here clearly we want to find the first and last parts of ratios. So just we write A is to B is equal to A by B into, write the continuous multiplication of the ratios, A by B into B by C, that equal to 7/9 into 15/7. So cancellations, 7 ones 7. Next 3 3s, 5 3s. The finally 5:3 is our answer. A is to C. A is to C is 5:3. Right. Next another example, type 2, another example, example 2. If the ratios, given ratios, first we write the given ratios. A is to B is equal to 3:4 and B is to C is equal to 8:10 and C is to D is equal to 15:17. So these are the given ratios, A is to B, B is to C and C is to D. Then what is the ratio of AD? Find the ratio of A is to D. So clearly we can find that A is to D, the first term and the last term, the ratio between just we have to find the first one to last one ratio, A is to D. So this type of problems we are following the shortcut method, that is write the direct multiplication of the three ratios. So 3/4 into 8/10 into 15/17. So easy way. So any more cancellations is there? Any more cancellations? So write cancellations is there. 4 ones, 4 twos. 5 table, 3 5s, 2 5s and 2 and 2 will cancel. So numerator is 3 3s, 9 is to only 17. So 9:17 is the answer. So right, next model, we are following the next model. Next model 3. Model 3. If sum of two numbers is 40 and difference of the same numbers is 4, find the ratio between the numbers, So this is our question. Clearly given that sum of two numbers is 40 and the difference of the same numbers is 4, then find the ratio between the two numbers. That numbers ratio is what ratio? So clearly the required numbers maybe, let it be x comma y. So given condition 1, x plus y is equal to 40, and difference of the same numbers means x minus y is equal to 4. So by solving these two equations, we get addition of these two. We write 2x is equal to Addition of these two, we get 2x is equal to 44, x is equal to, so 20, 22. Right. Next, we are finding y. In case of that one, we write 22 from the equation 1, 22 plus y is equal to 40. So y is equal to 40 minus 22. Y is equal to 40 minus 22. So answer is 18. Answer is 18. Right. So then we are finding clearly x and y. Separately we are finding x and y. So finally we write that a ratio x is to y is. So just we write the ratio between x and y 22 is to 18. That equal to, so 2 table 11 twos 9 twos. Our required ratio is 11 is to 9. So this is lengthy, this one is a lengthy procedure, but so our short period we are following a shortcut method, that is a easy method. So in case of sum and sum of two numbers and difference of two numbers, we are following the simple shortcut, that is only our numbers may be x and y. Just we find the ratio between x is to y. So clearly we write 40 plus 4 is to 40 minus 4. That equal to 44 is to 36. That equal to, so 9 table, 4 table, 11 fours and 9 fours. So this is our simple shortcut. This is a very simple shortcut. So this is very lengthy procedure. So so remember that in case of sum and difference of any two numbers, just we write sum, that numbers sum and difference, addition of that two and difference of that given two. So 44 is to 36, 11 is to 9. So next model 4, next one model 4. So example 1 and model 4, the first sum. Given that an amount is distributed among P, Q and R. An amount is distributed among P, Q, R in the ratio 2 is to 3 is to 8. The difference between the shares of P and R, the difference between the shares of P and R is equal to 2,400 rupees. The difference amount between P and R is 2,400 rupees. Then find the share of Q. What is the amount of Q in this total part? Right. So these are the given conditions in our sum. The partners P, Q are 3 members. The ratio between the 3 members is 2 is to 3 is to 8. Difference of amount of P and R is 2,400. So what is the amount of Q in this one? So simply we are following the condition. So what is the difference ratio between P and R? What is the difference between P and R? So 8 minus 2, 6 parts of difference is there. 6 parts of difference is there from P and R. That 6 parts of difference amount is given that 2,400. Right? We have to find the amount for Q. What is the amount of Q? Q is equal to 3 parts. 3 parts. So write the cancellations in between. These numbers 2,400 into 3 by 6. So 3 ones to 3 twos, 2 ones to 2 1200s. The share of Q is 1200 rupees. Right? So in this model, one more example. we are following one more example, that is example 2. Another example. So in our example 2, the given values are an amount of 7,200, an amount of rupees 7,200, distributing among P, Q and R in between 3 members in the ratio 2 is to 7 is to 3. 2 is to 7 is to 3. The share of Q exceeds the share of P. Share of Q exceeds the share of P by the amount. By the amount is. So this is our question. So given that the amount of 7,200 rupees, so divided between PQR in the ratio 2 is to 7 is to 2 is to 7 is to 3, what is the difference amount between Q and P, Q and P? That is our question. So clearly the total ratios, sum of the total ratios 12 parts, where the 12 parts of ratio is given that 7,200 rupees. So just we find the ratio between Q and P. The difference of Q and P is 7 minus 2, 5 parts. The difference amount is 5 parts. So 12 table, 12 ones, 12, 6 are 600. So 600 into 5, 3,000. So 3,000 amount. The difference amount between Q and P is 3,000. So this is the model 4. Next we write the model 5. Model 5. Example. In our model 5, first example. The ratio of two numbers, let it be A is to B, is 3 is to 8. The ratio between the two numbers A is to B is 3 is to 8. And the difference of the numbers, difference of these two numbers is equal to 115. Difference of that numbers is 115 rupees. Then the smaller number is. So clearly the sum of the parts of the ratios, we are finding ratios sum 3 and 8. These are the given parts. Given the difference of the ratios 8 and 3, so 8 minus 3, 5 parts. So difference 5 parts is given that 115. So what is our answer? What is the smaller number and what is the bigger number? We can find the smaller and bigger. So maybe our smaller number A is 3 parts. So what is the 3 parts of the number? So 5 parts, we write the division, cancellations, 5 ones, 23 5s. So 23 into 3, 69. Our smaller number is 69. So very clear, given ratio between the two numbers is A is to B is 3 is to 8. That is the given condition. And the difference of these numbers is 115. Then what is the smaller number? So we are finding easily the difference between 8 and 5, 3. The 3 parts of 5 parts. 8 minus 3, 5 parts. So 5 parts of difference is given that 115. So we have to find the smaller number 3 parts of the number, that is 69. Next, one more example on model 5, that is 64. If 64 is divided into 3 parts, 6 is to 4 is to 2, then what is the greater part? The 64 is divided in between the 3 parts, as 6, 4, 2. Then what is the greater part? So greater part means 6 parts of the greater part is 6. So the total parts in our ratios, total parts of the ratio 6, 4, 2, totally 12 parts. So 12 parts is 64. Then we have to find the greater part of the ratio. That is greater part G is 6. That is half of the number. Half of the number. So 12 parts is 64. Then half of the number is 32. So our answer is 32. So this is our model 5. Next we write the model 6. Next our model 6. Next model 6. So 27 model 6 or one example, that is a hostel with 300 students. Now given some model 6 first example. In a hostel with 300 students has provisions for 45 days. Has provisions for 45 days. 45 days. After 15 days, 150 students joined. After 15 days, 150 students joined. How long will the provisions last now? So clearly 300 students in our one hostel, 300 students, their food item, 45 days food item is there. So they are enjoying 15 days. In 45 days, they are enjoying 15 days. So remaining 30 days are there. So these 30 days food item will be shared to our friends. That friends, how many friends are joined, new joining? 150 members. So we write the simple condition, 300 students, the food item for 300 students remaining 30 days will be shared as 300 and new joined students. New joined students 150. How many days will share the food for 30 days food? So write 300 members, the remaining 30 days food item will be shared to the new joining students 150. How many days will be so there food item? So clearly we write the calculations, that equal to 450 into x. So 0 will cancel. 3 ones to 3 15s. So 15th table, 15 ones, 15 twos, so 20. So the new members, we can serve the new members, 450 members, the food item, 30 days food item only. So 20 days, can serve the 20 days only. So next one more example on model 6. Next example, a hostel with 250 students, a hostel with 250 students, food item for 50 days, the food item for 50 days, food item, right? After 20 days, 50 members of students joined, 50 members of students joined. Then how long will the provisions last now? The condition 1 is clear that 250 members students, 50 days food item is there. So after 20 days, they will enjoy the 20 days. They will enjoy 20 days. So after that, the 50 members, new members joined the hostel. Then the 250 plus 50, 300 members, how long the provisions has been long. So clearly we write, so 20 days, in 50, 20 days are left. So write the 30 days. So 250 members, 30 days food item is, so we write new members, 250 plus 50 members, how long will now? Let it be the number of required days x. So equal to 50, 250 and 50 total 300. 300 into x. X is our required number of days. So direct cancellation, 0 zeros both sides, 3 and 3. So the x required days of number of days x is 25 days. Right. Model 6. Next, we are following model 7. Next, model 7. So in our model 7, 120 turns of model 7, example, 120 turns of bucket of 16 liters, 120 turns of bucket of 16 liters are required to fill a tank, are required to fill a tank. If 24-liter capacity bucket is used, how many turns will be required to fill the tank? So right, so clearly the information is very clear. 120 turns of bucket of water, 120 times of, so 16 liters capacity fill a tank. So in the same way, maybe the 24 liters of bucket of capacity of bucket, how many times are repeating to fill the tank? So clearly here we write 120 into 16 is equal to maybe x turns into 24, right? 120 times 16 liters capacity, 120 times 16 liters capacity is proportional to x times 24 liters capacity of bucket. So write the proportionality condition. Here we are following the proportionality condition. Write the cancellations. 4 table, 6 fours, 4 fours, 6 ones, 6 20s. So x is equal to required number of times or number of turns, 80 times required. So in the same way, this is the example, model 7 first problem, and next we write the second problem, the same model. So clearly 25 turns of bucket of 18 liters capacity, 25 times, so 18 liters capacity of bucket are used to fill a tank. 15 liters of capacity of a bucket, how many times will be required to fill the tank? So this is our problem. Same, the proportionality condition. Here we are following the proportionality condition. 25 into 18 is equal to some x into 15. Just we write the proportionality condition. Here we are following the proportionality condition. 25 into 18 is equal to some x number of times required to fill the tank, x into 15. So write the cancellations. 5 table will cancel. 5 threes, 5 fives, and 3 ones, 3 6 are. So 6 into 5. So 30 times are required to fill the tanks. 30 times are required to fill the tank with the capacity of 15 liters bucket. Right. Next we are following the next model, model 8. Model 8. Two numbers are in the ratio. So very important model. This is very important model for all competitive exams. This is very important. Two numbers are in the ratio 4:5. Two numbers are in the ratio 4:5. If 12 is added to each number, the ratio will become 16:19. 16:19. Find the difference of the numbers. Right? So here clearly our numbers, first we write the numbers. A is to B, given that 4:5. And 12 is added to each number. Each number. The ratio will become 16:19. Then what is the difference of the numbers? Right. here we are following a shortcut method. Suppose our numbers are a equal to our number 4x and b is equal to 5x. These are our numbers, right? So we have to find the x. Here we are finding the x. After that, clearly we can find the first number and second number and the difference of numbers or sum of numbers. So in case of finding x here, definitely we are finding the smaller number, first number or second number, or sum of the numbers or difference of the numbers. So these four results we can find easily in case of only finding x. So for finding x, some shortcut method is there. That is x equal to, first we write the given number. So this is the addition. So 12 is added to the each number. So first we write the 12 and write the second difference of second ratios. Difference of second ratios 19, 16. What is the difference? 3. So we write the 3 by cross multiplication of the ratios. Cross multiplication of ratios. 4 19s. 76 and 16 5s 80. So what is the difference here? What is the difference here? So 4 is the difference. So write the difference in the denominator. So 4 1s and 4 3s. So what is our one part of ratio? X is 9. So once again I will repeat the x. Find the x. X is our one part of ratio. Just we define as x is one part of the ratio. So clearly this is very clear. First we write the first ratio. Our given first ratio 4:5 and 12 is added to the each one. The ratio will become 16:19. So in this condition, in this problem, we are finding x. X means one part of the ratio. So we are following the process here. We are following the procedure here. That is very clear. First we write the number as it is, 12, and write the difference of second ratios. So that is 19 minus 16, 3. So 12 into 3. Within the denominator, we write the cross multiplications difference. That is 4 19s 36 and 5 16s 80. The difference, the positive difference of 80 and 76 is 4. That 4 we write the denominator. Right. After cancellations, 9. So 9 is the x. X means one part of the ratio. So clearly we are defining four results, four clear points here. That is the first one. What is the first number? So what is the first number means we write 4 into 9. 4 9s are 36. Our first number is 36. Next, our second number. What is the second number? 5 into 9. 5 9s 45. Next, what is the sum of the numbers? Sum of these two, 4 plus 5, 9. 9 into x, 9 into x, 9 9s 81. What is the difference here? The difference is only 5x, 4x. One part of difference. So one part of difference, 1x. That is 1 into 9, 9. So clearly, so 4 points. Here we write the 4 points. We can answer the 4 points here clearly. So this is very important problem for all competitive examinations, right? So one more problem, we can solve the one more problem in this model 8, right? So next, if two numbers are in the ratio, example 2 and model 8, two numbers are in the ratio 5:8. So 24 is subtracted. 24 is subtracted each one. Their ratio will become 2:5. Then find the smaller number. This is our question. So once I repeat the problem first. So two numbers are in the ratio 5:8. The two numbers are in the ratio 5:8. So 24 is subtracted from each one. then the ratio will become 2 is to 5. Then what is the smaller number? Or we can find the bigger number and sum of numbers and difference of numbers. So we can write the 4 points easily in this sum. So so in our last sum, we are following strictly one shortcut here, that is x. So directly we can write the x. X means one part of the ratio. So first we find the one part of the ratio. So clearly we are following one procedure here. So that procedure is, first we write the number as it is without sign, plus or minus. We write the constant without sign, that is 24 into friends. Next we write the difference of the second ratio. Difference 5 minus 2 is 3 by the denominator. We follow the cross multiplication difference, that is 5 5 is 25, 8 to 16. So what is the difference here? 25 and 16. So 9 is the difference. So 3 ones, 3 threes. So 3 ones, 3 eights. So the part x, one part of ratio is x. So easily if you finding one part of ratio x is some member 8. So definitely we can write 4 answers, 4 points. We can answer that is the first number. What is the smaller number? So smaller number means 5x, that is equal to 5 eighths. The 40 is the smaller number. And a bigger number, second number B, 8 into x, 8 into 8, 64. And easily we can find the difference of the numbers. These two numbers. So how many parts of difference is there? 3 parts of difference. So difference is 3x, that is 3 into 8. 24 is the difference. Next we can find the sum of these two numbers. So what is the sum here? Sum of the ratios, 5 plus 8. So 13. So 13 parts of sum. So 13 into x, that is, so 104. So this is the model 8.